Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar. I'm Juliet with Maxcess, and we are excited to present this complimentary webinar today on precision rotary tooling through customized cutting solutions and verbal handling solutions experts. First, we will learn a bit about Maxcess with 3 slides and a short video, and then you will have a slide for Chevrolet and Alex's solution introduction. Founded in 1989, Maxcess expanded immediately by making a series of key company acquisitions, including Rotometrics, 5, T-Land, Magpar, Verbex, Valley Roller, and Componex. By combining more than 400 years of global service and support across these storied product brands, today, Maxcess is known as a worldwide leader on verb components and customization services, proudly serving clients in a lot of industrials as following: packing, tag and label, freight, nonwoven, wood care, medical, automotive, industrial, battery, metals, consumer products, and others. Headquartered in Oak Brook, Illinois, Maxcess has a dozen manufacturing and sales locations and more than 2,000 associates throughout North and South America, Latin America, Europe, Asia, India, China, and Australia. Based on this, we can communicate within our customers' languages, cultures, and time zone to provide the right solutions at a local level. And now we will share with you a short video. Please enjoy.
Your converting line demands the best components working together. Because it's not just about preventing shutdowns, it's about achieving peak output performance. Maxcess brings together the world's best web handling product brands for customized end-to-end web handling solutions that help keep your converting lines running better, faster, and smarter. We bring decades of converting solutions and knowledge within your industry with a market-leading global footprint, so we're there where and when you need us. In fact, we're on call 24/7 to give you peace of mind, from unwind to rewind. At Maxcess, our experts come with end-to-end knowledge of your converting line. So when you have questions, we get you answers. And when you have problems, we get you solutions faster. To increase press and converting line speeds, for more uptime and increased throughput. And we're proud to say that we're still growing. We're actively investing in next-generation Industry 4.0 solutions to support converting line performance like never before. Because when you run better, faster, and smarter, you get peak output performance. And it all starts with end-to-end solutions from Maxcess. Ask us how we can deliver solutions for your converting line faster.
Thank you very much for watching this video. And now let's welcome the first speaker, Chevrolet, to give us a solution introduction. Welcome, Chevrolet.
Thank you so much, Juliet, and good morning, everyone. Thank you so much to join our webinar for today. My name is Chevrolet. I'm the country sales manager for the Thailand. So we have two parts. The first part we will be talking about the Rotometrics, and the second part will be like a Maxcess web solution. Okay, let me introduce about the Rotometrics first. At the picture that you see from the screen is a Rotometrics factory in Thailand. Our factory established in since 2009 is more than 10 years already. Our factory produces the flexible die to support the customer in Asian regions. Located in the Chonburi province, Thailand, inside the industrial estate. If you come to Thailand and would like to visit our factory, we are welcome because it's not far away from the airport. It's only 45 minutes from the Suvarnabhumi airport. And next, the reason why do you want to choose Rotometrics as the partner or supplier? Here is the advantage. The first thing that we would like to focus is the people, right? The people in our company like can support and build relationship with the customer. As you know that Rotometrics, we have experience in the rotary die tooling. It's more than 60 years. So we have experience in this industry, and also the team in the Rotometrics accumulate experience to support the customer. And the second one is the reliable solution. We believe that when you have some project or the new application, you may have the questions or you may have the problem in some applications. So our team get the highly training, can give you the professional advice or answer your some question to solve the problem. And also the internal team like our CSR team or the technical team can give you the speed like speed for the quotation, speed for the order, that, and also our production team can do like a same day shipment and next day delivery for the flexible die order. And the last one is advanced science creating. We are the world class of the flexible die manufacturing to produce the flexible die with the accurate size and the precision cutting, because we invest about the research and development to produce the flexible die that can cut many kind of the material, and also we invest for the machine with the high technology to support with the complex die cut to cut with like a aggressive material in the market. Let's see our capacity that we make flexible die in Thailand. In each year, we can produce flexible die more than 50,000 die cut per year. And the die cut that we supply to the customer is more than 4,800 customers around the world. We are able to produce the die cut like 250 die per day. And the die cut that we supply to the market is 80% supply to the industrial level and narrow web. We focus on the high tolerance flexible die. Yeah, as you see from the picture, the die cut is quite complex, right? There are a lot of corner, a lot of the small blade on the die cut. So this one is the specialist in the manufacturing that we can produce and support to the customer. Even in our factory, we control like the temperature or environment to ensure that the die cut that we produce to the customer is inaccurate and get the right height as per that material. And also we have many multiple hardened treatment options to make the blade longer life cutting. We can hold the tight tolerance of the die cut height up to plus minus 2 micron only. 2 micron only is quite very tight tolerant die cut height. And next, the material that the flexible die or rotary die cut will be cut on the material, right? So Rotometrics, we have experience to do material evaluation more than 1,000 material with many kind of the material in many industry. And also we have the good partnership with the leading OEM material manufacturer like Everyday Nissan or the UPM when they release the new material. So they will test with our die cut to ensure that that material can use our die cut to cut on it. And also we integrate about the manufacturing to make like a real-time tracking. After you order with us, you can track where is the status of the die cut. Even the die cut already sent out, we can provide you the tracking number to check where is the status now. Based on our result, we can achieve 99.5% on-time delivery based on the commitment with the customer, and the customer after receive the die cut 99% satisfied with our die cut quality. Okay, let's see the market share that the flexible die produce to the market. 80% the flexible die that we produce supply to the industry tag and label, brand and information. As you see from the picture, if you go to the supermarket or the convenience store, you will see the label on the product, right? Almost of the label on there is use the die cut like a Rotometrics die cut to cut on it. And another 5% is for the packaging like the cigarette box, snack box, food box. Yeah. So they also use the flexible die or the rotary die to cut on this packaging. And another 15% is about the electronics, automotive, medical, or industrial. This one, they will cut like the small part or the specific part on the electronics or automotive part. Yeah. So some of part that used in this kind of industry also use the flexible die to cut on it. This is let you know the overall the market share that the flexible die able to cut this kind of product. Okay. For this one, we would like to show you that for the printing machine, right? Rotometrics, we did not produce the machine, but we produce the tooling or accessory part to supply to the printing machine, right? We want to be like a one-stop shop for the customer that who are using the printing machine, okay? Let's see which part that Rotometrics supply to the printing machine. Print cylinder and sleeve. This one is located at the printing station. If the machine requires print cylinder or sleeve, Rotometrics also supply the tooling like this on the printing machine. Let's see the die cut station. Die cut station is a solid die anvil, or if you use the magnetic cylinder, we also supply it together with the flexible die. This one is a component part for the die cut station, or even the accessory part like a hydrojet pressure gauge. This one Rotometrics supply. There are a lot more than this part that we supply to the printing machine. Right? If you have any requirement or any questions that want us to support, please feel free to tell us so we can support the tooling on the printing machine. And next, we would like to explain you about each type of the flexible die, right? Maybe some people may know about the flexible die, but may not know that how different in each type of the flexible die. So today we will explain to you. Okay, the first one we call AccuSmart. AccuSmart is for the budget type, right? If like for the short run project, for example, you got the trial running for your end customer, you can use the AccuSmart. AccuSmart suitable to cut like a simple material paper or simple cutting film. So this one is the best choice that will be like the budget cost to invest for the starting. If you would like to increase for the commercial running, we would like to recommend you AccuPlum. AccuPlum is a middle grade to cut the many kind of the material like a paper or on film, and also can be coating like a laser hardened or chromium to get the bed longer life. Okay, and the top line product AccuStar Life and AccuStar Ultra Film. This is a top line product. Let's see AccuStar Life first. Life is mean like a get longer life. This one is suitable for the thermal paper. Thermal paper is quite abrasive material, so it will make the blade getting bent easily. That's why we produce the Accusta, right? To support, to cut this kind of the material. If you use the normal die cut, like I use Accusmart or Accuprime to cut thermal paper, it will be like a short line, right? So that's why we have Accusta, right, to support this type of the material. And Accusta Antafilm, like the name of the flexible die is a film, right? So suitable to cutting film, especially the thin liner film, like a PET liner, 30 micron, 23 micron, require very precision cutting. So if the blade is not precision high, it can break the liner, right? Because liner is thin. So the best solution is the Accusta Antafilm to cutting film or thin liner film. Okay. So the customer, you may not no need to remember all of type of the flexible die, but we have the team to support you. Just give us your material spec so the team can select the most suitable die cut type to you. Okay. And next, we are cutting, right, on like the tag and label industry. You cutting on the sticker. One of the problem is adhesive, right? Like a tie label or like a sticky adhesive. Sometimes after you cutting, adhesive stick on the blade, right? On the die cut blade. You have to stop the machine because the blade is not sharp anymore, right? You have to stop the machine and take the die out and clean the plate. During you stop the machine, you waste your time, waste the cost of expense during stop the machine, right? To clean the plate and then take it back to production again, right? This problem we can solve by using Roto Repel, no stick coating. Roto Repel will be coating on the surface of the flexible die or solid die. During you are running, the adhesive will not stick on the blade angle. So you no need to like stop the machine to clean the plate. You can continue as running until finish the project. Our Roto Repel is a different with the traditional non-stick coating because our coating is a clear coating, so it will not chip out or flake, right? And the Roto Repel can be applied to the flexible die, right? And also the solid die. Roto Repel win the Label Industry Global Award for Innovation. This award can guarantee that it is effective to solve the problem for the adhesive issue. Okay, if you have the problem like this for the adhesive, we would like to offer you the Roto Repel no stick coating. And next, before we go to the detail of in each part of the die station, we would like to introduce about the component part on the die station. The first one is the hydrojet pressure gauge. This one, some station maybe have the pressure but don't have gauge. We would like you to get the pressure with gauge also, so to know that which pressure you use in each side. And the second one is a rotary die or the magnetic cylinder together with the flexible die, right? Please ensure that the barrel in each side is in the good condition, like a barrel not worn out or the surface not damaged. Yeah, to ensure that you get the good quality cutting. Anvil also, the overall surface of anvil should be smooth. Yeah, and underneath of the anvil we call felt wiper assembly. This one is small but quite very important because this one will be lubricate the station, will make like a reduce the temperature because the magnetic cylinder and anvil run together can create the thermal expand, right? And also create the metal waste, right? Metal waste. So the felt wiper will be collect the metal waste, like make to collect something dirty from the cylinder and keep at here, right? So you can notice and then you can put the oil on here to lubricate the cylinder. Okay, please check your station. Do you have this one or not? Okay, this is like the good function of the die station to get the good quality cutting. Okay, next we would like to focus on the magnetic cylinder, right? Premium cut is mean that you have to get the right flexible die plus with the quality magnetic cylinder. Our Rotometrics, we also focus on the magnetic cylinder. Magnetic cylinder should be barrier, should be hardened, right? And also the surface of this, the body of the magnetic cylinder Rotometrics material made by the stainless steel, so to avoid the rusty. So if have the rusty on the body, can make the uneven cut or deep cut for the flexible die. Yeah. And also our magnetic cylinder separate into 3 parts: barrel, body, and also barrel. This one in the future, if the barrel worn out, you can change only the barrel, right, to save your cost to invest the new magnetic cylinder. Okay, next. And this one is the anvil, right? Normally you sometimes you have like a base anvil cannot move, right? This one is the function of the anvil can be adjusted. We call the adjustable clearance anvil or ACA. We have 2 types. The first one is the ACA can be adjusted up and down, right? For example, the material cut too deep or cut deep on the liner, so you can adjust the anvil going down. So it means that the material will go will like a little bit far away from the die cut height, so the result of cutting will be lighter. Okay, but if you found that it's cannot cut, right, not deep enough, you can adjust the ACA to going up, so the material will be reached more on the die cut height, so the cutting will be the right level that you want. Okay, for the top line function, we call the VersaCut adjustable anvil. VersaCut adjustable anvil. We design this because some customer may have the problem that, oh, I found a deep cut at the gear side. It deep cut at the gear side only, but other side is okay, right? So you can adjust only the gear side going down, but other side still maintain. So it means that you can solve the problem only one side of the cylinder, right? Or this operator side cannot cut, right? You can adjust only the operator side going up, so the material will be going up to reach the die cut height. Okay, in order to make you understand more about this function, we would like to let you see the video to make it more clear about the ACA and VersaCut. Okay, let's see. Okay, this one is the ACA, right? Okay, this one show that it cannot cut, right? So you can adjust the size of the cylinder. The body of the anvil will going up and then make the material to reach on the blade. So overall of the wet material can be cut. Okay, I will show you another one is a VersaCut adjustable anvil. Okay, this one can be adjusted up and down, right? And also like a operator side up, operator side down. Yeah. Okay, for example, after you cutting, you found that at operator side cannot cut, right? Operator side only cannot cut, you can adjust it going up. So overall of the material weight will be cut perfect. Okay, this is a example. Okay, let's go on. Okay, for the printing cylinder, we have 3 types of the material of the printing cylinder. The first one we call the standard pin cylinder is made from the aluminum. So this one is good for the budget type, and then can manufacturing very fast. Right? If you have the small volume, we can complete it in 3 days or 5 days. Yeah. So this one is a like an economy choice that you would like to start for the standard pin cylinder. But if you would like to get the hardened pin cylinder, we call the Rotocard pin cylinder. This one is coating by the hard anodized right? Our hard anodize, it is an in-house anodize, so it means that we can control the quality and also the lead time. So the hard anodize will help to protect the scratch or the corrosion to avoid the surface damage. And the top line product we call the Rotoguard XT Thin Cylinder. This one is a aggressive anodized coating. This one will be the like a hardness for the surface of the thin cylinder is up to the 15 stronger than the normal hard anodized. So if you would like to use like a long-term production or use this type of thin cylinder very often, we would like to recommend you the Rotoguard XT because it's quite very value one to use like a long time. Our thin cylinder have certified by many OEM machine like Edelweiss, Carlos, Label Master, Mark Andy, or other machine that certify that our thin cylinder can fit with the machine. Okay, next we would like to introduce you about the solid die, right? Some function you may need to use the solid die or use the flexible die, but we would like to compare how different between the solid die and flexible die, right? The solid die used for the long run because the blade height is like a hardened or longer than the flexible die. Flexible die used for the short run. Flexible die used only once and then discard or dispose, but for the solid die can be repaired and then you can reuse it again. For the flexible die, use the regular shape change, but the solid die, the shape cannot change. But if you would like to change, it means that change the whole cylinder. Okay? For the flexible die, almost used for the thin material, thinner material. Solid die used for the thicker material. Flexible die used for piece cut or half cut. But the solid die almost used for cut metal to metal or full cut, right? The point that for the solid die can do material movement option, right? We will show you how the advantage for the solid die. Okay, this one. For example, you would like to cut the small hole like this, or the T-tag or the product tag have the small hole, right? If you use the flexible die cut, so don't have the eject function, so maybe the waste still stuck on the web, or even the can cut clean, but the waste falling down in the station like this make it dirty or make possible to make the other tooling damage also. So the solid die can solve your problem like this. Okay, we'll show you how many functions that we make for the solid die. We have the air eject function. Air eject function we separate into 3 types: air eject, focus air, and multi-pot air eject. Okay, this one is the blade cutting, right? So we connecting with the air compressor in the middle of the blade cutting. So after cutting, the air will be eject the waste out, so the waste cannot stuck on the die cut to make the blade damage, right? This one is a function of the air eject. And another function we call the vacuum die cut. It means that the air will be vacuum the waste inside the cylinder and release it out at the donor side of the cylinder. I will show you again the video to make you more clear about this function. And the last function is the pin ejection. If this one, we will locate the pin in the middle of the blade. After you cutting, the pin will be look like a spring, will be eject the waste out, right? So the good point for the pin eject, you no need to connect with the air, right? The pin will be work itself in the cylinder, okay? In order to make you more clear about this function, I will show you the video. Okay, let's see the video. This one is a pin eject. We will arrange the pin based on the hole cutting and then put the rubber to make the pin can be movement inside the cylinder. After cutting, and then pin will be eject the waste out from the cylinder. Okay, this is the pin eject function. Another one, I will show you the vacuum die. Okay, for the vacuum dies mean after cutting, the waste will be like a vacuum inside the cylinder and then released out at the journal. Okay. And next, the last part of the Rotometrics, the last part of the first part is that we would like to introduce about the additional product, right? Okay. For the first one is the removable blade cheater. If you would like to cut the sheet or like a A4 sheet, something like that, you can use the removable blade cheater. We have like a perforation blade also. If the blade getting bent, you can like a chain at your side by yourself. Yeah, at the because the blade can be removed and then insert the new one. Very score cut or the very punch unit. This one you can cutting like the slitting on your material. But the good point this one is that you can locate the position of the cutting that you want on the material web, or you can remove it, insert the new shape of the cutting. The operation of this cylinder is look like the solid die or the flexible die, but the good option is you can like change the blade, remove the blade, or adjust the position of the cutting that you want. And this one are the laser slitting unit. This one for slitting the material width based on your requirement. If you would like to slit the small width of the material after your cutting the sticker or the radial, so you can install this type of part at the end of the machine. And next is a gear. Yeah, the gear is come together with the cylinder, right? For the magnetic cylinder, anvil cylinder, or the printing cylinder. Sometimes the cylinder is still in a good condition, but the gear is getting worn out or damaged already. So Rotometrics can replace you only gear. Yeah. So many times that we supply only gear to the customer. This one is clean, idle low, patching low. Yeah. So this roll is look like a non-stick coating on the surface to avoid the adhesive sticky on the roll, right? So if you have the roll that have to touching with the adhesive part of the material, so this one is a good choice for you to use it. And the tinting kit or the varnish station, after you printing, right, you have to do the varnish, so we can supply to the thin rubber or the full set of the tinting kit with the assistant and then the collar locking on here. And the accessory part, the hider jack with pressure gauge, right? We have many type of the pressure size, yeah, to use. So if you have only the pressure but don't have gauge yet, so we would like to recommend this one to you to get the accurate size adjust at your die cut station. Okay, this is finished for the first part, and next part is very interesting part also for the Maxcess. We would like to introduce Mr. Alexander will be introduced our Maxcess web handling solution. Okay, please welcome Mr. Alex.
Hello everyone, thank you Chavalit for this nice presentation for Rotometrics products. Now we will move on to our second part. It's about our other Maxcess family members. First, let's start with our Maxcess brand MacPower. MacPower is well known for their tension control solution since more than 45 years. The tension controls are used at the unwinder, but also at the rewinder of your web processing machine. Then second, we will move on in the presentation to our precision roll brands Webex, Componex, and Valley Roller, which offer the complete range from simple idler rolls to heavily engineered heat transfer and vacuum rolls. Then we will move on to 5. I think 5 is really well known on the market. It's our trusted brand for web guiding and web inspection solutions for all kind of materials. For the Rotometrics, I think Chavolit introduced really well our capabilities for the rotary dies and support tooling. So this was already done for this webinar. And then we will have a look in our slitting and winding solutions. So here's our brand Titland, which is also really experienced and has a wide product range which covers from simple air shafts to complete automized slitting systems. And lastly, we will have a look on our new brand OneBox Vision. OneBox Vision system is for the web inspection applications. So when we talk about guiding solutions, the first question is who needs the web guiding? The answer is any web processing line which demands an accurate placement of its web needs web guiding. That means that web guiding systems are used in a really wide range of processing lines. The following ones, just for example, so we are in coating machines, laminators, bag machines, slitters, carpet lines, corrugators, diaper machines, and sausage casing machines, and of course also in the narrow web, for example, in printing presses. Typical reasons for the need of a web guiding system can be poor quality materials like a bad wound roll, any kind of web shape issues, rolls out of its alignment like telescope rolls, or sudden tension changes in the material's cross-section or external forces which are applied to the web and lead to its displacement. Here you can see a displacement guiding unit, also called offset pivot guide. More specific, the picture shows here our 5500 with an operator-friendly colored touchscreen. By the way, the 5500 features text in 20 languages, so I think your language will also be included in this unit. How to handle a web? Maxcess offers both variants of the intermediate guiding systems. We just had a look at the displacement guides and the steering guides. So this part of intermediate guiding. Besides that, we also offer other web guiding methods. So we have here the unwind guiding, and of course we also offer rewind guiding. Rewind guiding is a guiding method which basically chases the web. So that means the rewind roll is positioned to align with the edge of the approaching web. In general, all guiding systems work in the same way. You can see how they work or its workflow. You can see here on this sketch. So the web position is detected by the sensor, for example, a C-shaped sensor, as in our sketch here. Then next, this sensor gives the signal to our 5 controller, and then the controller evaluates the needed reaction and gives a correction signal to the actuator at the guide structure. And then finally, the guide structure adjusts and the web is corrected to immediately match with the desired web position. To give you an understanding of different web errors, I would like to show you a short video clip. The first sample shows a well-round roll where the guide system only adjusts slightly in the beginning to realize the desired web position. And in the second sample, it is a bit more complex. You will see a poorly wound roll where the guide structure needs to create rapidly, to react rapidly to realize the desired web position.
Of the edge of the material on the roll. However, this near-perfect roll is shifted 0.5 inches left on the shaft of the desired alignment on the processing machine. In this scenario, the guide will take on an angle such that the material is shifted right 0.5 inches, and then you will see virtually no movement of this guide during the unwind of the roll. Example 2. The roll being unwound has a very irregular edge where the material wanders back and forth on the roll. When the guide adjusts for this roll, you will see the guide actively swing back and forth, correcting for the variations in the edge of the roll. In both cases, the guide is helping to ensure that the material is properly positioned as it leaves the guide. In one case, the guide makes a single positional adjustment and then hardly moves. In the other, the guide needs to constantly adjust position for the wandering edge.
So Maxcess guiding components are defined in each case to meet your requirements. We separate into the 4 main components. First, we have our controller, which processes the signal from the sensor. For example, our 5500, which uses brushless motors, so you have reduced maintenance. Then, of course, the sensors. 5 has many different sensors in their portfolio, which simply identifies the lateral error of the incoming web and reports this information to the processor. Several different sensors are offered from 5. For example, IR sensors, they generally are suitable for opaque materials, but also ultrasonic sensors for clear materials and some opaque materials. Then we also offer pneumatic sensors, often used in high temperature places, and other application-specific sensing methods, like the DAC005 camera, digital camera sensor. You can see a picture from this sensor here. And this one is suitable to cover a range of difficult to sense materials from nonwovens to steel. All of those sensors should have a high sensing resolution and a quick sampling rate to ensure a high response to the system. Moving on, we are at the actuator. The actuator needs to have a very little backlash to help to produce a high dynamic response and a stable control loop. The actuators from 5 work all with a motorized ball screw and adjust the guide in the lateral direction. 5 offers a wide range of belt and gear-driven electromechanical actuators, as well as electro-hydraulic and pneumo-hydraulic power units. And then the guide itself, the guide structure, exists from a frame and defined rollers to ensure proper traction of the web during the machine run. Furthermore, 5 also offers video inspection systems like the easy-to-operate VEO 600, which is shown here in the left corner, with a 30 times optical zoom and an up to 10 images capture rate per second. Our Maxcess brand MagPower offers the full portfolio of tension control solutions, from load cells and readouts, pneumatic or magnetic particle clutches and brakes, as well as control units for your application. Tension control systems can be located at the unwinder or at the rewinder, or as a point-to-point tension control, which can be anywhere in your production line. A typical problem which can occur caused by a too high web tension at the rewinding station are crushed cores, which are too tight to be removed from the shaft, or maybe you know also the problem of telescoping rolls caused by a too low tension. You can avoid this by using our MagPower equipment. With taper tensioning, gradually reduce the web tension as the roll diameter grows. So that means the diameter at the outside of the roll has a lower tension than at the inside. And this can be simply realized with a percentage taper setting at your MagPower controller. That really helps to improve the quality of your rolls, reduces the amount of scrap, and lessen your frustration due to waste of time. MagPower offers different types of control systems, such as the manual control system as a low-cost solution, where the operator is responsible to adjust the tension to keep it constant. And on the other hand, there are also the automatic systems, which are separated into open loop and closed loop systems. The open loop system doesn't give feedback, so they have a lower accuracy compared to a closed loop system. In the closed loop system, the output is continuously measured and gives some kind of feedback to the controller. This makes the closed loop system to the system with the highest accuracy. The required web tension can be created by pneumatic brakes. You can see some here from MacPower. For heavier loads by magnetic particle brakes and clutches or permanent magnet clutches and brakes. And the advantage of the permanent magnet technology is that it does not require an external control or power source. Of course, MacPower also offers the matching load cells and readouts for your application. Moving on to Titland. Titland offers the range for the slitting and winding solutions. For example, what we see here is the e-knife holder on the left side. The benefit for the user here is the operator-friendly design, easy to set up, and this will give you in return an increased productivity because of reduced setup time. Complete manual or automatic slitting systems, like shown here, are designed by Titland to improve your production efficiency by increasing the positioning speed, the accuracy, and consistency. The knife at our automatic slitting systems are positioned either by a single or even by multiple accurately working servo motors. And Titland offers, of course, also a wide range of slitting blades, from simple stocked standard blades to specifically designed blades with selected materials. Our standard blades come in diameters of 90, 150, and 200 millimeter diameter. Also, other slitting accessories are available, such as the 360-degree blade guard for our performance and control series, to ensure that the slitter blades are completely covered when retracted. Simple design core chucks, what you can here see on top, and safety chucks from 3-inch to 20-inch for trouble-free operation with the common inserts are available, like the VT1 square-shaped insert or the VT6 triangular-shaped insert are available. As another helpful accessory provided by Titland, you can see it here. That is our crushed core restorers. We have the Mark I and the Mark II. Those restorers let you finally process your unusable stock material. These restorers use hydraulic pressure of up to 9,000 psi to reopen even the most damaged cores. Two models exist, standard available from 3 to 6.75 inch inner diameter, and also a heavy-duty forklift mountable model is available. A wide range of internal and external air shafts are offered as well from Titland. Our air or mechanical expanding lug and leaf shafts deliver excellent slip protection for your rolls. Differential air shafts are used to compensate roll diameter differences during rewinding. For example, when the different material thicknesses lead to different tape diameters on the same shaft. Titland has the D2 and D3 core slip differential air shafts in a range from 3 to 16 inch millimeters, around 76 to 406 millimeters, and they are easy and fast to set up. Also, the D490 differential air shafts are the so-called core lock differential air shaft. The D490 uses cartridges that are designed to spin on the shaft even after web tension causes them to grip and lock the core. Independent cartridges allow for winding multiple cores of different roll width and roll diameters at the same tension. Now let's move on to our roller specialist, Componex. Componex offers smooth rolls like the WinTrack ST, but also grooved rolls, which I would like to go into detail a bit more. The tubing for these rolls, the tubing profiles of our Vinertia AV rolls are made of extruded aluminum. They are designed to maximize their strength and to minimize rotational inertia with already built-in balancing chambers. You can see them here. And this will avoid that the weight can fall out. The Inertia AV roller with the incorporated air vents let air remove and therefore can maintain a constant web traction at speeds of up to 3,400 feet per minute. Because of this provided constant web traction, the rolls don't slip through, and this prevents your web from scratches and sliding in your web processing line. And of course, it will also help to avoid misregistration during the printing process. Our Componex rollers have a special designed end cap, you can see here, and bearings to lock the dirt out. So once this one is assembled, there is no chance to get any dirt inside. So this also will increase the longevity of the Componex roller. All the Componex rollers are supplied rapidly with a 5 days delivery only. Next, I would like to show you a short video about the Componex rollers.
The Inertia AV roller was specifically designed to provide 100% traction by displacing the air that gets trapped between the roller and the web. Without displacing the air, the roller will lose traction with the web and start to slip. Slipping causes web damage, misregistration, and premature roller surface wear. Spiral groove rollers do not have the parking capacity to displace the air. The air does not have enough time to escape into the grooves, which is why spiral groove rollers lose traction when running at high speeds. AV rollers can be designed to spread the web. A reverse crown profile is machined into the roller, negating the effects of deflection and gently spreading the web. We recommend the reverse crown profile for most applications. Spiral groove rollers have the appearance of web spreading, but do not actually spread. Rather, as tension is applied, the web is pulled into the grooves. This causes the web to trough and condense. This will affect the finished product during the rewind. AV rolls are backed by our performance guarantee. You can purchase one of our rollers from us, test it out for 60 days. If it does not meet your expectations, it can be returned for a full credit.
As you heard in the video clip already, our Componex inertia rollers are available as cylindrical rolls or also available as spreader rolls and can also be treated with optional WinTrack thermal spray coatings for a high release of ink or other adhesives. The picture, what you see here now, shows a Mark Andy press, which was recently equipped with several Componex inertia AV rollers through the complete machine. Here you can see in the close-up view on the body outer diameter, you can see our grooves. And also what you can see is the cover here. Inside is our bearing, so no dust can come inside. Makes it a really clean design in my opinion and will improve and reduce the downtime. So next Maxcess brand is called Webex. Webex is a specialist for all kind of precision rollers throughout your web processing line. Webex joined the Maxcess family in 2014. They have around 240 employees. They have rollers for film and sheet processing lines, for converting lines, for the food industry, paper, and of course also for the printing industries. Their product range covers live and dead shaft idler rollers made of stainless steel, aluminium or carbon fiber composite, also available with optional machine surfaces, such as the spiral V-groove, chevron groove for wrinkle removal, or a matte finish for improved traction. For more than 40 years, Webex has been the industry's first choice for precision engineered heat transfer rolls. A sample you can see here on the left side. Webex heat transfer rolls are available at single or double shell design with a size range from 2 to up to 48 inches and length of up to 511 inches. Also here, different surface finishings are available, such as chrome, nickel, rubber, ceramic, or Teflon coatings. But that's not all. WebEx also produces vacuum rolls. Those are ideal for applications where a contact of both sides of the web is not possible, but proper traction is required. So the complete design, including the hole sizes and the hole patterns, are customizable. And with the adjustable decal design, we allow different web widths to run on the same vacuum roller. Our bolt rolls from WebEx, we call them adjuster bow and perma bow, are perfect to ensure an even distribution of lateral tension, wrinkle removal, and are perfect to separate slit webs. The available sizes for the adjuster bow from 3.5 inch to 6.5 inch, and the perma bow starts even at a minimum diameter of 1.5 inch. The newest member of the Maxcess family is the One-Box Vision. One-Box Vision delivers machine vision solutions built using off-the-shelf technology and open systems software. The solutions are optimized to the application requirement, which leads to an unmatched value in your process. One-Box Vision realized projects such as gel and carbon spots inspection on extruders, but also detection of contamination through dust or insects. They also realized projects for seam and perforation inspection on bag and pouching machines, anti-counterfeit, label detection with a cloud-based verification, and most likely the most interesting example for our attendees of this webinar, One-Box Vision can improve your product in the narrow web industry and used for label counting, print color measurement, print quality inspection, or code identification. The picture here shows a recently installed One-Box Vision on a Neil Peter Flexo press, and here it is used for a label inspection with a resolution of 4 mil at the speed of 1200 fpm and can cover different web widths from 13 to 36 inch. So now we are already at the last slide of my presentation, and thank you for your time. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much for joining today's webinar. If you have more questions, you can reach out to us after this webinar. We will hold more webinars in the near future about our product and solutions. Please help to pay attention. And this is the end for today's webinar. Thank you again and have a nice day. Bye-bye.